So because the subtle anatomy is pure consciousness, it inspires the response. So it gives you what you want, which is very interesting. It's one of the principal understandings that is really essential to get before you try to scientifically prove anything. So you can't, it's like the idea of going into an experiment with a preconceived notion of how it should end. That's what we found early in the, what was in 1970, well, no, it was 73. I was a lab rat for Stanley Krippner's work with Dakin Laboratories, and I was one of the people who sat in the room trying to move the dial, and do all those, look at the cards and all that shit. So I did that, and we had a little group, and there was another woman who was getting her PhD, lovely woman, and she organized all the psychics to get together, and there was going to be a standardization of psychic abilities. And I started to laugh the first moment that I heard that. I'm like, how in the hell are you going to standardize that? Standardize smell? We can all agree that's a gardenia, but for somebody it's not going to smell nice, So this is the thing. It was like the scientists, and we saw this with, in fact, the psychics got together and had a conversation about the lab assistants who were running the studies. We said, that guy, that guy, can you ever do anything when that guy's in the room? It was like, nope, we can't do a damn thing when that guy's in the room. And that guy believed that none of this was real, So the mindset of the observers was affecting the experiments. And the psychics were pretty clear about that. The scientists were like, well, that can't be. Like, it's about consciousness. So it's interesting to note that awareness of what you're doing and how you're influencing the world, let's make this be our conclusion. So how we approach the world makes a difference. The belief you hold about the potential and possibility for others makes a difference. How we inspire those around us is by being clear that we are looking at manifestations of divine consciousness. Everyone is out there doing their damn level best, even if it's really awful what they're doing. They think they're on purpose. And if we can see them with compassion, we can influence them to begin seeing others with compassion. So holding the light as high as you can in this chaotic time, critically important. Not just for the other people in the world, but for you. So this helps us not live in our anxiety and our fear and our victimhood, right? This helps us be proactive. So proactive people know that peace is possible, love is profound and conquers all, but that evil also exists. And it's not you can't close your eyes to it. You can't close your eyes to it. Hi, this is Desda Zuckerman. If this resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We share this kind of work every single week. Find the link in the description to learn more.